Hi cuties! How are you today? I hope that you had the most fabulous spooky day ever. I hope that it was mysterious and cozy and spooky. I hope that it was everything that you imagined it would be. But anyway, today I have a very large, beautiful polygel set from Rosalind. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I cannot wait to open it. And seeing as today, the day that I am filming this, is October 28th, and Halloween is in math. 4 days? Halloween's in 4 days. This set is going to be my Halloween set. So I cannot wait to get into this. Let's go. I love the packaging of Rosalind products. So pretty. Okay, so first we just have like the instruction manual, but I don't read instructions, so. Ooh, okay, and then in this bag, it looks like we've got all the polygel. Ooh, cute. These are very tiny bottles, very tiny. I don't even know if one of these bottles would be enough to do a complete set, but I'm sure it would be, but we're gonna test it out. It doesn't actually have a size on the bottle. Okay, and then in this pretty packaging, we've got the top coat, the base coat, and I think also cuticle oil. Okay, yeah, so we've got a cute little cuticle oil. And then this is the slip solution. Usually I just use isopropyl alcohol as my slip solution, but I might try to use this today. And then the base coat and the top coat. Okay, cool. So it does come with a UV lamp. It is a USB one, so you do need to plug it in to use it. So the legs just pop out like that, and then there's a button on the back. I think this is like all of the nail art supply that we can use to decorate them. First, we have some dual forms. These are very curved. I don't know if I've even ever tried using dual forms that are like this curved like this. So I don't know if I'm gonna use these, but we'll see. Ooh, we've got some really pretty glitters. Really like that one. I see stickers. Cool. So yeah, we've got some stickers. First, these gold metallic ones. These really cute like floral black and white ones. I love these holographic butterfly ones. So pretty. If I wasn't doing a Halloween set today, I would definitely use these. So they also give us a few regular forms. UV gel cleanser, which I'm guessing is just alcohol prep pads, which is cool that they provide those. So we've got a regular wooden file and then also like the styrofoam buffer file, both 100 by 180. Oh, okay, cool. I don't actually have any of these clips. What I've seen these clips be used for is like holding the dual form on the nail while it's curing. So I'm excited to try to use these. Oh, okay, this is interesting. These are just like little like strips of foil or something. I think I've seen these used a few times in nails. And then these are so cute. There's like little butterfly gems. Like they're basically just all different color rhinestones in different shapes. So there's like some hearts, some flowers, some circles, some butterflies, triangles. Super cute. Tweezers. I love tweezers. So yay. Tweezers. A real nice sturdy nail clipper. This feels like good quality. Okay, and then we've got a cuticle pusher. A really pretty polygel brush. Oh, I love this. I don't have like a pretty polygel brush yet, so I'm so excited about this. Look at those little embellishments on the end. So cute. So we've got the brush on this side and the spatula over here. Pretty basic. We've got this little cuticle cutter thing, which I probably won't be using. I never use this. And then finally a little scrubber for when you're washing off your nails after filing. So that's everything that came in this kit. Before we get into the set though, I do want to swatch all of these. And instead of swatching them all on swatch sticks, I'm just going to swatch them on this paper towel because I think that will be a lot faster. And they are all individually sealed like that, which I appreciate, but also kind of hate because I hate having to take this little seal off. All right, so I am just going to speed through swatching all of these.
Haven't you had enough?
So here are all of the colors that come in the kit. I did cure these, so they're all nice and solid. Got a really nice array of nudes. They look so satisfying on this paper towel. Anyway, let's just actually go ahead and remove these nails that I have on already so that I can get into doing a set with these because these look nice. So since I did use my Jello Peel Off Base Coat, we're going to be using the 1 Kill Gel Remover, and I'm going to need to use this cuticle pusher. But before I use it, I am going to take some of my alcohol and I'm going to wipe off the ends that are going to be like touching my nail and my skin just to kind of like sanitize them, disinfect them, you know what I'm saying? And I use the Jello Peel Off Base Coat because I change my set like once every week since I do these videos, and I love changing my set all the time. So using the Jello Peel Off Base Coat just makes removal so easy. But even if you aren't changing your set every week, you could benefit from it if you just don't like having to soak off and file off your gel nails. But I found the Jello Peel Off Base Coat and the 1 Kill Gel Remover on eBay. I can link it down below, but I think they also have it on like Zillabue? I'll put links to it down below. I'm just gonna let that sit for a while. And this time I did use a regular base coat before I used the Jello Peel Off Base Coat. And I think that it is making it a bit easier to get these off. So I'm definitely going to be doing that from now on. But yeah, you don't want to force them off. Like if they're not coming off, you just want to go back in with more of the 1 Kill Gel Remover and just wait a little bit longer. And there we go. Now I can keep all of my nails. That's so nice. I'm so glad that it's working for me now. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these ones and I'll be right back. All right, so now that we've got them all removed, we can move on to some basic prep work. First, I'm just gonna take this new clipper and I'm just gonna clip off any extra length because my nails are pretty thin at that growing out area, so I don't really need to keep it. And I'm going to break into these new files. And I'm just going to take the wooden file. I'm just going to kind of like nicely round out all of my free edges. I like making sure to like especially round out the corners because I feel like the corners sometimes kind of make it hard to make the extension look neat. And then I'm going to take the buffer. I'm just going to take the smoother side to be more gentle on my natural nail. I'm just going to lightly scratch off any of like the leftover product, like base coat and such. If there are areas with more product on them, you can switch to the rougher side. Just be careful to not actually like be filing your natural nail too hard with the rougher side. And then I'm going to take my cuticle remover and I'm going to apply that to all of my nail beds right at the bottom over there where all the dead skin is. There shouldn't be too much dead skin because I do this basically every week. I'm just going to let that work for a few seconds and I'm going to go in with my cuticle pusher and just like gently scrape up any dead skin. And you can see it kind of like flakes off. It's kind of nasty. This cuticle pusher is kind of nice. I like this cuticle pusher. It is a bit sharp though, so one needs to be careful if they're using a cuticle pusher that is too sharp. You could definitely go overboard and scrape off your actual nail, which you do not want to do. We're just trying to remove the dead skin because the dead skin will make it much easier for your extensions or your gel, even without extensions, to lift. I'm going to take some alcohol and I'm going to just clean off any of the oils or extra little dead skin. Just clean them up all nice and good. And there you go. Now we are ready to apply some gel. Alright, so you know how I said before in like one of my other videos how something seems to go wrong every single video? Well, this video was going pretty well until I was doing exactly what I said not to do, which is use the cuticle pusher too aggressively, and as I was trying to push my cuticle back over here, there was like some extra like hard rough cuticle that was being kind of stubborn, and I was pushing it too hard and it slipped, and it low-key slipped my finger a bit, and it stopped bleeding, but it looked kind of gross, so that's mostly why I put the band-aid here. So yeah, don't mind the crusty, low-key bloody nail with the band-aid. You know what? It just adds to the spookiness, all right? It just adds to the spookiness because it's supposed to be like a Halloween set, so it's fine, all right? It works in my favor. Okay, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and put the base coat now. I'm just gonna put a nice thin layer of base coat over my whole nail. And I'm gonna give that a full cure for 1 minute. And then I'm gonna go in with my Jello peel off base coat on top of my regular base coat. All right, so now we've got the base coat on. I decided that I think I do want to try these curved dual forms because they are what comes in the set. I've never tried curved dual forms before, so I mean, how do I know if I don't like them if I've never tried them? So you kind of just have to pour them all out to size them out because they're not really organized in any way. They do range from pretty big, like the size 0 is really big. But again, when you're sizing out dual forms, you do want to size them out a bit bigger because you want to leave room for that polygel. I will say it does make it a lot harder to size them out when they are all just like in a pile instead of nicely organized into little compartments. So I only sized out 5 of them because I can reuse these same 5 for this hand when I'm done with this one. Also, my finger was looking kind of grody, so I decided to just bandage it up entirely. And I'm gonna probably end up doing this hand, like just applying the polygel off camera anyway, so I won't make you guys look at that for now. So I picked out the polygel that I'm going to be using, and I have something specific in mind. So for this design, I'm going to use this reddish one, which is right here, and also the white, which is right there. So to apply the polygel to the dual forms, we're gonna need to use this gel solution, which is basically like a slip solution. And here's a little trick to pouring in your like monomer or slip solution. Just kind of like pour it against the brush and boom. So nice and neat. Perfect. That should be good. I don't know why my brush got frayed like that. That's sad. That makes me sad. So I'm gonna start with this reddish one for my thumb. I like that this polygel is actually fairly easy to squeeze out of the tube. All right, and then so dipping my brush in the slip solution, I'm gonna use it to pat the polygel down and cover the form, making it thinner or trying to make it thinner around the sides and down by the cuticle. I might be using way too much. I haven't used dual forms in a hot minute, like a very long time. So this is just gonna be a learning curve. And it's okay if it's like messy up there because we can just file that later. This polygel is very easy to work with though. I enjoy it. All right, so now that I've got it, I am going to put it on my thumb. Ooh, I think I picked one that's too small. Okay, I'm gonna try to use this clip. I'm low-key scared. Oh, okay, wait, that wasn't too bad. So the clip like just is holding it down. It is like spilling out a bunch at the cuticle and there's like nothing I can do about it because the clip, but I'm gonna go ahead and smooth it out back here. I'm not too worried about the shape because I am gonna do a lot of shaping like afterwards with my file. I think I'm actually gonna take this off. Ooh, yeah, that's what happens when you use the clip. It just like presses it down way too hard, bro. I don't like that. I don't like that. But that's okay because we can just clean it up with some alcohol. You know what? I really wanted to try to use the dual forms today, but I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. So I think we're gonna switch up our method. One moment. We're abandoning the dual forms and we're gonna use my favorite method, which is the lazy girl method, with these medium stiletto full cover tips from Beetles because I am feeling like doing a stiletto today and I just want to save myself a lot of hassle and a lot of brain cells by just doing the lazy girl method. So I'm just going to size these out real quick and I'm just going to prime them with some primer. I'm just going to speed through this real quick. Beautiful. And now I'm just going to like continue doing basically the same thing I was doing with the dual forms by applying the polygel on the inside of the tip. Kind of the only difference between the lazy girl method and the dual form method is the dual form pops off after, and with the lazy girl method we're going to keep the tip on, so we're not going to be popping the tip off after. All right, that looks pretty good to me, so we're going to put it on. Hate that. Like, why isn't there enough polygel down there? It's okay, we'll fix it later. For now, I'm going to take a little bit of alcohol and I'm gonna just like clean up the sidewalls. I'm scared of using the clips. Like, I want to use the clips so I can clean up the underneath, but at the same time, I'm scared to use it. I guess I'll try. Okay, I guess that's fine. At least now I can clean it up back here. And wow, all of it squirted out, but that's fine because I'm honestly just going to remove all this and then I'm going to go back in after and add polygel there. And I'm going to put the clip back on because I figure since it was already on, it should be fine. And we're going to give it a full cure. All right, so it's fully cured now, so I'm gonna take this off. What is going on? It's like super sticky right now, so I'm actually gonna try to use this gel cleanser that they gave us, and I'm gonna wipe everything off with it. I mean, I'm assuming it's basically just like alcohol, and usually I would just do this with alcohol. Okay, seems pretty sturdy to me. But right now, I'm gonna try to fix whatever is going on here before we move on. I'm just gonna take my buffer and I'm going to buff it out a bit so that the polygel will stick. Just going to buff out the whole tip. It takes you 5 minutes. And I'm going to wipe that off with alcohol to get rid of all the dust. And now I'm just going to add some polygel down here. And we're going to try to even all of this out. Okay, so I pretty much evened it out. It's just like so dark up here because it's so thick back there. But that's just gonna have to be something that I fix with the filing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this one a full cure. Okay, yeah, so this definitely needs a lot of filing around the cuticle and also underneath because she is very thick back there and it's super annoying. So I'm gonna just go ahead and continue this like lazy girl method for all of the rest of them now that I've started. Not gonna lie and tell you that I think I made a good decision by choosing the lazy girl method. I kind of wish that I just used regular tips and like shaped them out because I'm not particularly enjoying doing this right now. I don't know. But you know what? That's okay because we're going to push through and I have an epic idea for these and I'm going to make it happen. I am going to make it happen. I cannot believe that it's already the end of October. Well, by the time you guys are seeing it, it's already in November. Like, that's crazy to me. I think I've just been so busy that like I didn't even realize that October was passing me by so quickly. Like, I feel like I got scammed. I feel like I didn't really get to enjoy my spooky season. I'm kind of sad about it. You know what's interesting is like literally the only years after like my childhood elementary years that I felt like it was actually like spooky season. The only year I felt like that was like the year of COVID when everyone was at home and life kind of just got put on pause. I felt like then you really had time to just like enjoy spooky season because everyone was just at home. It was so nice. Like, life is just too fast paced, bro. Why is it always so fast? It's always like go, 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 go. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. Like, why can't we just slow down and enjoy the scenery? Huh? Why can't we do that? And we can. I just choose not to, I guess. That's kind of sad. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed your spooky season. Spooky season is like definitely one of my favorite times of the year. It's so fun. But honestly, I like celebrate spookiness all year long, so like I'm not complaining. Sometimes I just think that everything in the world is moving too fast. I think it's really, really important to enjoy the process of whatever you're doing, because if you can enjoy the process of it, then the final result isn't the only thing that's motivating you to do it. And I feel like that's when you really like make the best work. And I'm really trying to do that with like my nails and obviously other things in my life, but just applying that to like doing my nails and my YouTube. I'm really trying to focus on what is going to make me enjoy the process more, because I want the main reason that I'm doing it to be the process and not just the final result. Because I feel like if your only motivation is the final result, it's just, I don't know, it's not gonna be, for me at least, that's just not enough motivation to do something and to do it well. Like, I need to be enjoying the process. And like doing my nails is something where I really do enjoy the process. But sometimes I feel like that gets lost for me in like just needing to, or feeling like I need to upload a certain amount or reach a certain subscriber count, or all of these like expectations that I put on myself. And I'm really just trying to like slow down and kind of just like do what I enjoy, because in the long term, doing what I enjoy is going to make me the most successful, because it's what motivates me to do well. Like if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, or I'm just doing something for the final result of getting subscribers or whatever, that's not gonna work for me. I need to be doing stuff with the motivation of like enjoying what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just rambling. I talk too much, you guys. I really talk way too much. I just need to shut up and like do my nails. All right, so I actually went ahead and finished putting on all the poly gel and filed them up. And let me just say, that took a really long time. I don't know why doing the lazy girl method with poly gel was so difficult for me this time. But it was really hard. And I was getting so frustrated at some point. And as you can see over here, when I was filing, that frustration came out on my cuticles. And this little cut that I got yesterday from the cuticle pusher is healing up quite well though. Or am I, okay, I think it's fine. It's not bleeding anymore. So we're just gonna be careful around that area. Just extra careful. But nevertheless, we've got our base now, and I have big plans for these. I'm going to put a layer of base coat on all of these because I am going to be using gel on top of them, and the surface is pretty rough at the moment from all the filing, so this will just even it out a bit. And then I'm not completely happy with how this red looks. I feel like it's just so uneven between down here and the tip. I don't know. I just don't really like it. So I'm actually going to take this red. This is like my favorite red jelly gel polish ever. I'll try to find it and link it down below. But I'm going to put one coat of this on all of the red ones. And I'm also going to be using this one to create some other designs on the white. So it should be like all cohesive at the end. I love this red so much because it looks so much like blood in my opinion. It's just so perfect. I feel like that looks so much better with that red over it now. Perfect. Now I want to try doing like the blooming gel thing, like to create the like aura with the red on a couple of these nails. I think I'm just gonna start with like my pointer finger. So I'm just gonna use this blooming gel that came in one of the Beatles kits that I got. Okay, so I'm gonna put an even layer of the blooming gel over my whole nail. Perfect. And okay, I probably should have put a little bit of this on a palette. Just clean this off real quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a drop of this on there. Okay, so then I'm just gonna take a little bit of the red and I'm gonna try just dotting it in the center where I want it to start. And I'm just gonna let it like spread for a little bit. Maybe kind of help it a little bit. Because I want it to be pretty big aura. Okay, I don't know. That doesn't really look like I wanted it to look. I feel like it's way too big. So I'm just gonna wipe it off and we're gonna try that again. So weird, like it really does look like blood. Like look at that. I swear, like yesterday when my finger started bleeding, that's exactly what the little thing looked like. Like the little cloth, it literally looked like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna try this again, but this time I'm gonna try to make like the drop that I put in the middle a lot bigger. Actually, I think I'm literally just gonna put it straight from the bottle because I think that'll make like a much bigger drop. Like probably too big. Okay, I'm just gonna let it spread. See, like I feel like I need to use my brush just like a tiny bit to like guide it into like that more oval shape that I want. You guys, why is this so hard? Why am I not doing it right? Like, what am I doing wrong? You know what? I'm really not liking how this is turning out. So I think I need to do like a little bit of research on how to do this first, like on TikTok and YouTube, and I'll be back. Hopefully with a better understanding. So I'll be back. Okay, so like I saw one video where they did it and literally just put like a thin layer and then put a dot of the color that they wanted on the nail with a dotting tool and then just waited until it spread the amount that they wanted. So I'm going to try this one more time. Okay, realistically, it might not be the last time that I'm trying this if I don't get it right, because I really want to get it right this time. Okay, but I'm gonna start by just putting, like trying to make this layer thin. Okay, and then this time I'm actually gonna try to use this big dotting tool that I have. I don't know, maybe it'll make a difference.
Haven't you had enough?
Okay, now I'm just gonna wait. You know what? I think that actually looks really cool. So I'm just gonna let it spread for like a couple more minutes maybe. Well, not a couple more minutes. I don't have that kind of patience. I'm gonna let it spread for like maybe one more minute, and then I think I'm gonna just cure it like that. Should I put another little dot like at the top up here? No, I think it's fine with just this one. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna cure that before I do something and mess it up because I feel like I'm working it too much. So I'm just gonna flash cure it. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I like that. I think that's pretty cool. So I also want to do something like that on the pinky, I think, too. But maybe with, like, multiple, like, auras instead of just one. So I'm going to first put the blooming gel. Okay, now I'm going to use, like, the smaller dotting tool. And I'm going to put, like, multiple dots of the red on there. I don't know if I like what's going on down here, so I think I'm gonna try that again. I just don't want to settle for something that I'm not completely happy with, because then I just like, I just can't stand wearing nails that I don't like.
Haven't you had enough?
I let it spread too much again. That didn't work. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna redo this one real quickly again off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, that one turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. I literally used the exact same technique, but I just did it faster since I didn't have to like keep looking back and forth between the viewfinder and my finger. So yeah, there's that. And then have you guys seen like the nails where it looks like it has like bloody fingerprints on it? I really want to try doing that, and I can't think of another way to do it other than literally just sticking my finger in some red gel polish and then really quickly making the fingerprints and then wiping the gel off my finger. And I think that I'm gonna have to do that. So I'm going to premise this by saying that you should definitely think very hard before doing something like this, especially if you have sensitive skin. I don't know, I don't think that my skin is very sensitive, and I'm only going to leave it on my finger for just like the second that it's going to take me to make the marks. But I do want you to know that you can get allergic reactions. What is it called? That one dermatitis thing that is really bad, and you'll never be able to use gel polish again if you get it, apparently. So yeah, just if you're gonna do this, do it with caution and make sure to only have the gel on your skin for a very limited amount of time. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, I'm literally just going to stick my finger in here and go. And wipe it off with the alcohol. See? That was real quick. I don't know, does that look good? I feel like that doesn't actually look very good. I feel like I didn't do a very good job. Okay, I'm gonna try that one more time actually and see. There's no more gel on my finger. I wiped it off with alcohol right away after I was finished. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time, but this time using my pointer finger. And wipe, wipe, wipe. I feel like that does not even look like a fingerprint. Ugh. I feel like it looked better when I used my thumb. I really want the fingerprints look though. Okay, I'm gonna try again, but I'm just making sure that my finger is really dry because I did wipe it off with alcohol first. And then I'm also gonna wipe the nail off with alcohol again, and I'm also going to make sure that this is very dry before I do it, because I think that'll help the fingerprints to like really show up better in more detail. And I honestly think I got the best results when I used my thumb, and also when there's not too much gel. Like you want a very thin layer of gel on your palette so that not too much gel gets on your finger. Okay, I think that actually looks good. So I'm actually going to flash cure that. I'm kind of debating whether I should put another layer of fingerprints over that, and I kind of think that I want to. I think it'll look cool. So I'm just gonna paint some, I think the best way to do it is to just like paint some gel on your palette like that. I actually don't really like how that looks. It's okay, this is just a lot of trial and error today. We're doing a lot of experimenting, okay? I'm just gonna do it until I kind of get something that I like. All right, so I gave this hand a full cure. So everything is pretty much good as far as like gel nail art designs over here. So I'm kind of just gonna repeat the exact same process on my other hand. I might like vary it up a little bit. Obviously, I don't want it to be exactly the same, but I want it to have like the same feeling, the same vibe, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now that we've got this, I actually kind of feel like sculpting some things with this 4D sculpting gel. I love this stuff. And I'm gonna start by sculpting some eyeballs, like little eyeballs. I think that would be so cute, and they're so easy to sculpt. No way, bro. I was trying to look through my things to find a cuticle pusher, and my finger got cut again by that same cuticle pusher. There's no way. There's no way, bro. That's so annoying. Okay, hopefully it's just a tiny little cut and it will stop bleeding fast. So I'm just gonna get a nice large chunk of this. And I'm gonna use this because I know it's clean, because I cleaned it off. And I'm gonna cut it into like equal parts. And I'm just gonna like put them on here, although they're not really sticking. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. But I'm not gonna make them all the same size, I think. I think I'm gonna try to make them differ a little bit in size.
Haven't you had enough?
feel like I needed to put a layer of base coat or something on this because like the gel is not wanting to stick. And then I'm going to use my dotting tool to make like a little indent in the middle of each of these. And I'm going to basically cure this. And then I'm going to use the same red. We're going for a theme here with the red and the white. And I'm just going to fill those little indents that I made. Okay, and then I'm gonna take some of my black, if I could open it. Why is this so tight? The heck? Ouch. Oh, okay, that was really hard. And then I'm just gonna put a little pupil in each of these.
It takes you 5 minutes.
And then I'm gonna try to make it look a little bit more realistic by putting like little red veins on the eyeballs. Okay, and then to make them look more like eyeballs, I'm going to use my rhinestone glue and I'm going to kind of like dome them so that it'll look like an actual eye. And I am going to flash cure these in between each one because I don't want it to settle down too much. Epic. So there are the little eyeballs. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, and I'm just gonna do some more of those eyeballs on the thumb over here. I love these eyeballs. They're so cute. Oh, okay, what was that? I was gonna say cute, but then I was gonna say cool. They're cute. They're cute and cool at the same time. Okay, so for the thumb, I low-key want to try to sculpt a white snake. I wanted, like, doing a snake on these nails was like my original intention, but I'm kind of feeling like, I kind of feel like wimping out and not doing it because I feel like it's going to be hard for some reason, but you know what? I'm just going to give it a try. And if it's really hard, then I don't have to do it. But first I'm going to try. I think that looks like a snake to some degree. I don't know how I would make it look better, to be honest. Okay, I am going to cure that. Okay, now I'm going to put little eyes. I'm going to try to use blooming gel and the red gel to make a design on this snake's back because I feel like it kind of just looks plain white like that.
It takes you 5 minutes.
Oh, I think that actually came out looking so cute. I even added like the little tongue. I like that a lot. That's so cute. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try my best to do another snake over here. It is gonna be with my opposite hand, so it might be a struggle, but I am going to try my very best. So there's the second snake. I think they look so cute. I'm actually kind of proud of those. So for all of the rest of them, I picked out a bunch of charms and like this little ball bead chain, whatever you call it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these up with some charms. Nothing too special. I'm kind of tempted to try drilling holes in a couple of them and putting jump rings through them. I've seen that done a couple of times and I really am tempted to try it with this one, so I might do that. But we'll just have to see what happens.
Haven't you had enough?
epic. I am so happy with how these are turning out. These are so cute. So now basically all that's left is to put an epic top coat. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and just fully top coat any of the things that don't have rhinestones. But then the things that have rhinestones, like the cross charm, I'm just gonna go in with my liner brush and just top coat it really neatly going around the charm. But all the other things that don't have rhinestones, I don't really care about getting the top coat on them. So I'm just going to top coat the whole thing because it also helps them not to snag on things better. Although I did also go in with more rhinestone gel around underneath like any of the parts of the charm that were lifting, like such as the spider legs or the cross, the parts that were sticking off of the nail. I filled those in with more gel so that they won't snag. And I can't forget, I almost forgot, I'm gonna clean the underneath of all of my nails with acetone just to get rid of any dust. And then I'm also gonna top coat the underside of all of my nails just to keep them nice and tidy. I find that if I don't, a lot more dust tends to stick back there no matter how much you wash your hands, and it gets just kind of grody. I totally forgot that Rosalind sent me a top coat in the kit, and I've been using my other top coat to top coat these. But now I'm going to use the Rosalind one to top coat the underneath. These are in some desperate need of cuticle oil. So I am just going to give them all a nice dose of this cuticle oil. Ooh, it feels so nice and smooth. My cuticles were feeling crispy, not gonna lie. And with that, you guys, this set is complete. I'm so happy with this set. I think it came out so cute. I really love the cute little snakes on him. They're just, oh, I love them so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It would help me out a lot and it would be very, very much appreciated. Also, let me know what you guys think about this set down below in the comments. I love talking to you guys. You know I always reply to you. If you comment, probably gonna get a reply. Anyway, continue being awesome. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!